I was born into a very large Christian performing arts family, and so I originally wanted to be a barrister, but I think it was inevitable that I was going to follow the line that I was kind of born into. My mother was a ballet dancer and my father is an actor, and then my grandmother was a ballet dancer, my cousins, my sisters, so very widespread. I was originally a ballerina. I went to the Australian Ballet School in Melbourne for a few years, and then I worked with English National Ballet, and we brought Derek Dean's production of Sleeping Beauty on an Australian tour. And then I merged into musical theatre, so I performed in Chicago for 5 years. 3 of those years were in the West End. Cats for a few years. Love Never Dies, again for Andrew Lloyd Webber. I was in the original West End cast of Flashdance the musical, and I've also choreographed Carmen at Sadler's Wells Theatre, as well as for the BBC I choreographed the Lord Mayor's celebrations. In the UK, I was head of the Urdan Youth Academy, and I was head of all of their part-time courses. I was also head of dance for Cambridge Performing Arts and created lots of performance opportunities for my students. I think the wonderful thing that we have here at St Stephen's is it's a very nurturing environment, and we're wonderful at creating these opportunities for our students. I'm going to contribute to that with the performing arts. For me, highlights of my career that I cherish are when I performed with Sir Elton John at the Royal Albert Hall. There was a choreographed dance that Elton got so carried away that we ended up dancing across the stage together. We did a little tango, which is something quite special. We also performed with Sir Ian McKellen. He was part of that same production, and they were both really great people. Andrew Lloyd Webber I've worked with twice, once for Cats and the other for Love Never Dies, and he was great to work with. A very eccentric and passionate individual who is fantastic at his form. With Kelly Osbourne in Chicago, there was a time when I was on for Velma Kelly. So Kelly and I were played opposite each other with identical hairstyles, and we would sit there on stage singing duets. It was a very enjoyable highlight of my years in Chicago. For me, performing arts embodies drama, music and dance, which all combine in theatrical performance, and this unites the church tradition of song and story. So to be able to do that amongst Christians and in a Christian community for me is extremely rewarding. I think at St Stephen's School there is the opportunity to really develop and enhance this area across both campuses, to really unite the school together in much more collaborative theatrical productions, and to really enhance our students' journey through the school with various disciplines of the art form.